happened here?
Oh, hello, Mr. White. Green stormed the place a short while ago. I was out getting coffee, but I imagine it was quite terrifying.
And you're still gonna stay here and work?
Where else would I go? I'm the receptionist.
In that case, is Mikey busy?
Now, Mr. White, we both know the answer to that question has never once concerned you.
Yeah, but it's my last day here. I figured I'd pretend.
Go on ahead, Mr. White. Mr. Mikey is waiting for you.
Where the hell have you been?
I filled Mikey in on everything I knew, but I didn't see what happened after the explosion.
Violet didn't make it. She destroyed the book, too. Sorry. I was just at the sermon. I just needed a second to collect my thoughts.
You think I ain't got concerns, kid? This is the second day in a row I had to patch up one of you jokers.
Speaking of which, you holding up okay, Red?
It'll be a bit before I can fight again, but hey, I'm not dead.
At this point, no explosion is big enough to do you in.
They're not a reliable way to kill me.
Are you two even listening to me? Listen, Violet may have bought you some time from Green, but while he's distracted with the Book of Death, the pages of the Book of Life are still scattered out there, and the freaking hour of judgment is upon us. So if you want to stand a chance at success, then you'd better haul your ass out the door and collect those pages. Stat! I said haul your punk ass out the door, White!
What's the point? There's no way I can collect them in time, especially if Red's staying behind.
Don't be like that, White. Apparently Raz has some sort of tonic that will speed up my recovery. You can't carry us until then?
No, actually, I can't. Have you not seen what happens when it's just me out there making decisions? I lost Yellow. I lost Violet. I somehow made Green stronger.
Hey, pull yourself together, kid. Of all the stinking neons out there, the big guy chose you to entrust with his book.
Well, he picked the wrong guy. I can direct my rage at Green all I want. But when all's said and done, I'm just as much at fault for the death of our teammates. Not just in life, but here too. What, I'm just supposed to ignore that? Because God gave me a book that I instantly lost? Green was right. I mean, how can I ever even hope to be redeemed when I'll always be his puppet through and through?
Are you done yet? Because frankly, I'm sick of your pity party. You know how many years I participated in the Days of Judgment before you came along? The first few times I woke up at the Glass Ocean, all I could think about was how painful it'd be to see you again. My heart was heavy with resentment toward you, and it only got heavier, year after year. But still, you never showed. This was the first year I saw you. My feelings were boiling over as I watched you float to the surface of the Glass Ocean. But then, all of a sudden, you stopped, and you started to sink. Without even thinking, I grabbed your hand, and in that instant, I let everything go. I pulled you out of the water. And when I looked at your stupid face, I found it so silly. All that time I'd spent agonizing over the past. I forgave you, White. So please, won't you forgive yourself?
Huh? This is a page from the Book of Life. What? A soul card? It's gotta be insanely overpowered considering the source. But what can it do? Whoa, Mikey! How'd you get over there so fast?
Kid, you just freaking teleported!
No way. Really? Holy crap!
I bet that's not the only thing that card can do.
Ha! Then, I guess I'd better go out there and test it out.
Yes! There's the White we all know and love. We're gonna get all those pages in no time.
We?
Yes, we. I'm not about to let you hog all the action. Besides, I clearly ain't seen any neons today.
Fine. I guess you can tag along.
Yes! Gabby, take over for me. I'm heading out.
Is this a promotion, sir?
It's whatever you want it to be, babe.
Must be nice getting out of the office to survey your old haunts, huh, Mikey?
Yeah, sorta. They're all different now, though.
What did heaven used to be like?
Heaven. That's just what the believers made us call it. The locals know it as Sheol. It wasn't much to write home about, but there used to be way more angels running around. I really miss them, you know?
What happened to them?
What do you mean, what happened to them? They died, moron. Iced by the believers.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Honestly, the worst part of all this is seeing me on these damn masks.
What's wrong with these masks? I actually always thought they were kind of cool.
They're fashioned from the carcasses of dead angels, dingus.
How was I supposed to know that?
Only angels have the power of holy flame. When those masks are detonated, that flame is what disintegrates you. Seeing you all running around in those masks year after year. It's like being haunted by my mates.
Damn. That's gotta be rough.
You wouldn't think it, but I was always the runt of my crew. I watched so many more capable angels bite the dust in the war. I didn't feel like I had any other options aside from swearing allegiance to the believers. I regret it, though. Dying with my mates would have been a lot better than living through this. But you know how it goes. Mistakes were made. No use dwelling on them, right?
Yeah.
And hey, if I die with you here, it'll make up for my cowardice back then.
You're not gonna die, Mikey.
Not if you're worth your salt.
Getting started. Okay, let's keep it going. Yeah. Another one down. This card really is OP. I'll have the rest of those pages gathered in no time.
Damn it, kid. Slow down. You're too reckless. You're gonna give God a heart attack making him watch you act a fool out here.
I find it hard to believe God is paying attention to me at all.
Well, too bad. It's the truth. You stink of divine intervention.
I still don't get why. I mean, look at me. I'm just a dumb ape.
True. But God sees stuff the rest of us don't. You must have known a dumb ape like you would lead us to justice. Hell, your teammates lack any omnipotent sense, and even they still put their trust in you in their own way. Red with her knowledge, yellow with his guts, even violet with her dying breath. Doesn't that count for something?
I don't know, Mikey. I think their trust is misguided.
This crap again. You ever get tired of self-flagellating?
No.
I'm serious here, kid.
Look, I'm really trying my best to accept my heroic role, but it's a tad difficult when I used to kill people for a living.
Remember how I told you there's something about you that's different from other neons? I think that's because your soul is crying out to atone.
What does that have to do with anything? Isn't everyone else here for forgiveness?
No, they're here to escape hell. There's a reason why the believers summon neons with murderous pasts, beyond the fact that their skills lend well to demon slaying. See, the best neons don't ask questions. They keep their heads down and their eyes on the prize. But souls haunted by the guilt of their past deeds aren't very good at this. Their guilt distracts them from medals and high scores. At some point or another, they catch on to the believer's charade and start making trouble. Sometimes that sort of growth happens in the soul after countless years on the job. It's a lot of time to reflect, you know?
That's what happened with Red, huh?
Yep. But with her resentments towards you cleared up, I imagine this would have been her last year here.
Why is that?
There's a kind of filtration system at the Glass Ocean. The souls of those heavily weighed down by remorse aren't buoyant enough to reach the surface. Remember what Red said earlier? How you would have sunk back down at the Glass Ocean if she hadn't pulled you up?
You think I wasn't supposed to be a neon?
I think that Red's act of forgiveness created a unique circumstance in which someone God could actually reach was finally invited into this domain. And you better believe that counts for something.
I'll take it. Not bad. Another one down. I'll take it. Didn't even break a sweat. Well, that's the last page.
You did it, kid! And with plenty of time to spare!
I made it.
Red, you're healed. Already?
I told you wouldn't have to hold down the fort for too long. Now I can help you guys gather the rest of those pages.
No need. We're already done.
Aw, see? You didn't need Mommy after all.
Shut up! You do deserve some credit. That page you gave me played a huge part in this getting done as quick as it did, so thanks. And, sorry for being a mess.
Honestly, I'm just glad you're finished moping.
Then I guess all that's left is to get the Book of Death.
Now hold on a sec. The reunion of the books is not all that's necessary to facilitate a proper Judgment Day. You'll also need the Inkhorn.
Inkhorn, huh? I think that plaque I read in the old city mentioned that thing.
It's not just a thing. It's the pen God uses to write in the books. Last anyone saw, it was held in God's hand, which has since been sealed beneath the firmament. You can thank those damn believers for that.
Wait, hold up. There are two hands of God?
Of course there are, you numbskull. A right and a left.
Forget the hand. Can you please explain this firmament to me?
You mortals are hopeless. Here, let me show you. Think of heaven as a sort of snow globe in the middle of a vast underworld where God built his throne. Remember that wall you ran into in Heaven's Edge? That was the firmament. See, your souls are normally just hanging around here. But when the believers planned their assault on God, they pierced a hole in this firmament. During the days of judgment, you neons floated to heaven through this exact hole.
So then you're saying the inkhorn is beneath this snow globe?
Correct. And I have absolutely no clue how to get it out.
We can't just go down there and grab it?
You remember how the Book of Life was protected within God's clenched fist? Same goes for the inkhorn. Except God's remaining life force can't reach beyond the walls of the firmament, so that hand is stiff as a corpse. It won't open for nobody, and that's exactly how the believers wanted it. They knew that even if both books were united, without the inkhorn, God could not return.
So then we need to figure out a way to bring God's hand into the firmament.
How are we gonna do that? We don't have much time.
Whoa, calm down. It's gonna be okay.
You've got a solution, kid?
No, but I'd bet Green definitely does. Not bad for a dead guy, huh? All sermons are canceled. For good. And yet, I can't stop myself from coming back to this damn place. Hello, Violet. I have no idea what's going to happen next. But I do know it wouldn't be right to let this end without resolving all of our unfinished business. This is my final opportunity to make things right. I better do a thorough job. Otherwise, what's the point?